Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. We're going to take a look at the extended oil mill or oil plant mod on this video here. So we're going to see mostly to see if corn oil is profitable, and we're going to compare it to the base game oil mod or the base game oil mill. So basically, in essence, this oil mill, just like the base game one, will produce your olive oil, your sunflower oil, and your canola oil, but now it adds a new product, the maize oil or corn oil here, which is what we mostly want to focus on. So in terms of how these work and how you place them, if we go into the menu here under production, we have the base game one right here, which you can see is a little bit different orientation. You can see that it's going to be the same building, but you can see for the extended one that if we hop out of here, this little guy right here where you're going to dump your materials isn't on the side as opposed to the front. So the base game one is 80,000 to place over there, but if we go to the extended one, also 80,000, so same price, just a little bit different orientation, and you can place that down there. And again, you can see the inputs and outputs. You're putting corn, olives, sunflower, and canola to get sunflower oil, corn oil, olive oil, and canola oil out. So there you go. So again, just like the base game one, very similar in terms of how you're going to put stuff in. You put in your products here. So this is where you're going to dump your corn, olives, canola oil, and sunflowers, or excuse me, your corn, olives, canola, and sunflowers into here to get the inputs, and then the outputs, the pallets of oil will spawn right here. So if we go over here to this guy, it's the same thing. The pallets are going to spawn here. It's just your inputs is now over here on the side, so you're going to dump them in. So in terms of recipes, if we go into here, the standard oil mill per month, we're also going to look at why you might want to use the extended oil plant instead of the base game one here. So sunflower oil, 2 sunflower to 1 sunflower oil, same as the extended, 2 to 1. Canola oil, 2 canola to 1 canola oil, same as the extended. Olive oil, same thing, 2 olives to 1 oil, 2 olives to 1 olive oil, same thing there. Now we have corn oil, which is the same recipe essentially, just now with corn, 2 corn to 1 corn oil here, or 1 maize oil. So, but if we go up here on this one, on the standard base game one, you have 4,800 cycles per month. Canola oil is 4,800 cycles per month, and olive oil is 2,400 cycles per month. Now, if we go down to extended oil plant, 17,040 cycles per month. So this is way faster than the base game one in the same amount of time. Same with the canola, and the olive is now 12,000, but that's compared to the 2,400, so still much faster. And then the corn oil or maize oil is going to be 17,040. So again, over here, it's going to show you all your different products in terms of inputs, and then your outputs over here in terms of everything. So if you want them to spawn pallets, you want this to be on storing, but you can also have it to selling, where it's going to directly sell these, and you are going to lose a part of your profit on that. So I wouldn't recommend this if you can avoid it. And then distributing is going to move these products to a new distributor or a new production facility along the way, if you have one that actually takes these products here. So there you go, you can do that, or have it on storing like I have here. So that's how that's going to work in terms of getting everything. Now, the big question that I was wondering, obviously the extended oil plant is far better in terms of speed than the base game one. And the recipes are the same. So when we look at profitability for the extended oil plant, understand that the inputs and outputs, the profit per cycle is the same for both the extended and the oil mill. Just understand that that profit per cycle is kind of multiplied down here at the extended oil plant, because you're going to get more cycles per month than you would with the standard oil plant. So I'm going to pull up a chart on your screen right now, so you can see on here. On this chart, we have the products, the inputs, the outputs, and the profit cycle on that chart to be able to take a look at a few things here. Now, this uses a Steam price sheet, which is linked down below in the description, and we're working on all these products on prices on economic difficulty normal. So you might have a multiplied or decreased profit depending on whether or not you're on easy or not. But regardless, there's some really interesting things here, and I'm glad that I did this for kind of the basic ones. I was just going to do it for corn oil, but I decided we'd take a look at olive, canola, and sunflower oil as well, because I figured why not, since we're already looking at this. But down below, you can see for prices used, sunflowers, canola, olive, corn, sunflower oil, canola oil, and olive oil. Those are all from the Steam price sheet in terms of a good price that you're going to get regularly. Well, maybe not regularly, but you're going to get kind of at the height of the year for those products when you're selling them. And then the corn oil, that's the best sell price that's listed in terms of the yearly sell price for corn oil. So if we go back up to the inputs, what is that input price there? That is per cycle, by the way. So this is all per cycle. That's not per day or per month or anything like that. So that $2.42, that's $2.42. That's the input. What that means is that's how much you would make if you sold the input as opposed to put it in the factory. So that's what we're comparing here. So that input is if I took sunflowers and I sold them, I would get that $2.42 per cycle, because that's for 2 liters of sunflower to get $2.42. Now that output is going to be for selling the output, which in this case is 1 liter of sunflower oil. That's how much you make off of it, and so on and so forth going down the list. So you can see corn is obviously a cheaper product. $683 per 1,000 liters is what you would sell it for normally. So the input for corn is $1.37 as opposed to the other ones. Now, if we move across there, you can see a couple interesting things. First off, sunflower oil is not profitable really at all. Profit per cycle, you're making a penny per cycle. Plus, you're actually probably going to end up losing that because you have to pay for maintenance on this building. So really, you're probably losing money for doing sunflower oil. And that's base game and this mod here. So that's just in general. That's the same recipe for sunflowers. So sunflowers really, in order to actually make any money, I think someone would have to mod it. So maybe you're putting 3 sunflowers and getting 2 oil out. Then you'd actually be able to have some profit there. And then if we move down to canola oil, you're also not making a lot, 26 cents per cycle, but at least you're probably making enough where you're gonna at least maybe break even or so. And then we move down to olive oil. Olive oil is a really good one there. You can see there, $2.17. It's actually the same input cost as canola oil in terms of prices go, because canola and olives actually sell for the same price. But olive oil is worth far more than canola oil is worth. So, and again, to be fair, olives are a little bit more difficult to acquire than canola, so that is a fair point to mention as well. But olives are definitely worth doing in terms of profits. You're making $2.15 per cycle there. Now, corn just blows it out of the water with this recipe here. If you're making corn oil, since corn oil is now the most valuable oil that's in the game, if you're using this mod, that is going to have a profit per cycle of $3, just over $3, which is amazing. So if you take that $3 of profit per cycle and you multiply it by how many cycles the extended oil plant will do, which is 17,040 per month, every month, if you're doing corn oil, you will make, if you put it into here, instead of selling your corn, you'll make an additional $52,000. That is the increase in your profit as opposed to selling the corn straight away as corn. So yeah, there you guys go. I hope this helped you out, and take a look at how to use this production mod, as well as how much money you can make off it. So corn oil is definitely worth doing, and olive oil as well, but canola oil, sunflower oil may not be worth your time unless you need them for a different production or something like that. But there you go. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.